Tonight, we report on a police officer commended for helping a stranded family, and Wilson Creek students step up to help people in need. What's happening in sports, Sean?
Moses Lake looks for a big win on the basketball court, and Quincy Wrestling takes on a tough opponent. Here's a glance at our Weather Center forecast.
Hello everyone, this is Chaslyn Rodriguez here at the Weather Center. Dry conditions for tonight, however, increasing cloud cover from the southwest, bringing that threat of unsettled weather within the next few days. I'll have more details for you in just a minute.
I'm Amber Jenks, and we have all this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News, your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
A Moses Lake police officer gave $30 to a family stranded at a gas station. He was commended by his police chief and the gas station attendant witnessing the act of kindness. Officer Randy Moore paid cash for the family to get them back on the road on December 13th. Anna Fink, attended at the Safeway gas station in Moses Lake, said they were out of gas and out of town, and I think they had kids in the car. I never saw anything like that before. Moses Lake Chief Dave Ruffin praised Moore's generosity and said other Moses Lake police officers have helped stranded and needy families with personal donations in the past. Residents at an assisted living center in Ephrata were treated to a Christmas party on Tuesday, thanks to Columbia Basin Hospital. Reporter Jeff Chu has the story.
It was bingo and pizza Tuesday night at the Garden Oasis Assisted Living Center in Ephrata. Columbia Basin Hospital Auxiliary sponsored the annual Christmas party for residents in the center's dining room. Auxiliary representatives said the event is intended for long-term care and assisted living residents at the hospital complex. Doreen Harb and Chris Walls said about 50 residents and their families attended.
Our goal as the auxiliary is to help the assisted living, the nursing home, those people here that, are stuck here and they need families and they need something for the holidays.
The auxiliary raises money for Columbia Basin Hospital, and members raised enough to buy gifts for each resident.
We bought gifts for everyone.
2 special gifts, video players, were purchased by the auxiliary for TV use in the common areas. Christmas was in the air around the center with lights in the courtyard and decorations inside. I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
State auditors expressed concerns with how Quincy tracks more than $300,000 spent from its water and sewer budgets. The Washington State Auditor's Office issued the city a management letter as part of its 2014 audit of the city. Auditors raised concerns about money charged to water, sewer, and recycled water budgets for administrative costs. State law requires the money spent from the utility budgets to benefit the utility. The city is allowed to charge the budget's money for people handling the paperwork for the departments. The problem was how the costs were determined. City Administrator Tim Sneed said the city is working to correct the issue. A man allegedly threatened his brother with a rifle because of a missing bong. Prosecutors charged David Chapman, a 29-year-old Cooley City man, in Grant County Superior Court with assault in the 2nd degree and unlawful possession of a firearm. Chapman allegedly became upset about the missing marijuana smoking device and went to a trailer where his brother was with an AK-47 rifle. According to court records, he allegedly ranted, acted like he was going to hit his brother, and pointed the gun at the victim. He allegedly threatened to shoot the victim in the leg if the victim brought his girlfriend to live with them. The victim decided to leave for work early, and as he was walking outside of their home, he heard his brother fire the rifle. The victim called 911. Deputies found Chapman at the motorhome and allegedly discovered the rifle and a spent casing inside of the door. He has a previously felony for conviction for possession of a stolen vehicle. Now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We'll be right back after this.
When the cold rolls in, it's time to turn on the heater and cozy up with a book. But turning up the heat can mean higher electric bills. And for some families in tough times, that could mean choosing between a warm meal or a warm house. For decades, people like you have extended a hand to help local families in need pay those winter electric bills. Share the warmth this winter to help keep your neighbor warm by giving a little when you pay your Grant PUD bill.
Hi everyone, I'm Chaslyn Rodriguez bringing you your local weather. This weather segment is brought to you by Berry Motors, one great place to buy and service a car. Pacific storm system arrives for our area, increasing cloud cover for tonight. However, we're expecting dry conditions for tonight with a slight chance of some snow showers in the morning hours, especially for Thursday afternoon into the overnight hours. Snow is likely for our area, and then a wintry mix Friday into the weekend. Let's take a close look at our almanac. Those temperatures this morning in the lower 30s, above the normal for this time of year, and maximum temperatures in the upper 30s. Not as warm as that record high of 59 degrees in 1999, and our sunset was at 4:08 p.m. And for Moses Lake, very similar conditions. Those temperatures in the morning around 10 degrees above the normal for this time of year. Maximum temperatures in the lower 40s. Sunset as well at 4:08 p.m. And right now outside your door, partly cloudy skies, temperatures in the lower 30s, and those winds pushing through pretty calmly from the northwest up to 6 miles per hour. Taking a closer look at our nation. So there is that frontal system extending towards the northern parts of the Great Lakes, bringing that threat of snow mainly towards the north and showers towards the south. And that low pressure system continues shifting towards the east, bringing that threat of heavy rainfall and thunderstorms, especially towards the Tennessee Valley into the south, into the southeast. Showers and thunderstorms are likely along eastern parts of Alabama, towards northern parts of Georgia, and along the Carolinas for Thursday through the morning hours, even into Friday, bringing that threat of showers and thunderstorms. And then that system approaching the area, bringing that threat of heavy rainfall and thunderstorms along the coastal area, and snow towards the Cascades as well as towards northern Rockies. For our area, showers and thunderstorms are likely along the coastal area. Taking a look for Wednesday overnight, we're expecting increasing cloud cover and that threat of showers and thunderstorms through the overnight hours, especially towards our southwest. Snow along the Cascades, eventually entering our area through the afternoon hours on Thursday, bringing that threat of snow through the evening hours as well. So for your evening commute, if you're getting out of work, there is that threat of showers and thunderstorms along western parts, and towards the east, central, and eastern parts, that threat of snow into the overnight hours. Temperatures towards the Yakima Valley in the lower 30s, towards the inland northwest in the lower 30s, and towards the coastal area, those temperatures from the lower 40s to mid 40s with that threat of heavy rainfall and thunderstorms. And towards our area, the Columbia Basin, those temperatures in the lower 30s. Taking a closer look at our extended forecast for the week. Wintry mix for Friday with that threat of showers for the weekend.
To save some energy, I've used Einstein's mass energy equivalents to design the haptic suits you see in front of you. They will maintain our core body temperature while we completely turn off our heat and air conditioning. With the money we save on our Grant PD bill, I'll be expecting that trip to Disneyland this year.
You don't need to be a super genius to save energy and money. Visit grantpud.org to learn how.
The new flamethrower cheeseburger now with a $5 lunch. I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Gary, do you remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
Comes with a Sunday now. I can handle it.
You know your body, Gary.
Go Flamethrower. Now the DQ $5 lunch comes with the new jalapeno bacon flamethrower cheeseburger, plus fries, drink, and a sundae. This is fan food, not fast food.
The Moses Lake Chiefs were looking for 3 wins in a row, hosting Walla Walla last night. It was a big non-conference battle for Moses Lake hosting Walla Walla. The Chiefs were looking for revenge after the Blue Devils knocked them off last season 57-50. The Devils jumped out to a hot start, leading 19-9 after the first quarter. Walla Walla continued to roll in the second quarter, taking a 35-17 lead into halftime. The Chiefs came back with a strong third quarter, closing the gap to 9 points. But the Devils held steady in the fourth quarter, hanging on for a 66-55 victory. The Blue Devils shot 58% from the field behind Noah Porter's 22 points. Cesar Sandoval was the leading scorer for Moses Lake with 32 points and 9 rebounds. Mitch Lesmeister added 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists for Walla Walla. The Chiefs hit the floor next when they host Davis this Friday in a Big 9 conference showdown. CWAC conference play is underway with Quincy hosting Ellensburg on the mat. The Quincy Jacks ran into a tough Ellensburg team at home Tuesday night, falling to the Bulldogs 55-12. Ellensburg opened up the match with a Cade Stevenson pin, taking down Victor Tafoya at 170 pounds. After a Tate Stevenson win by decision, Andrew Carney pinned Andy Reynolds at 195, increasing the lead to 15-0. Ray Rubio had the lone pin of the match for Quincy, taking down Chance Walker at 285 pounds. Daniel Cruz and Raul Barejas recorded wins by decision for the Jacks. Ellensburg finished with 5 pins in the match. The Jacks will have to get back on track with a busy weekend wrestling at the Tri-State Meet in Northern Idaho on Friday, as well as the Kashmir Invite this Saturday. In other Basin sports action, Warden got past Wahluke on the basketball court 48-45. J.R. Delgado and Pedro Gonzalez were the leading scorers for the Cougars with 12 points apiece. Ephrata Wrestling got past Prosser in a tight match, winning 39-36. And Othello Wrestling took down Sela, winning 48-23. Another day, another move. This time the M's add a pitcher. Seattle has claimed right-handed pitcher A.J. Schugel off waivers from the Arizona Diamondbacks. At age 26, Schugel made his big league debut last season, appearing in 5 games for Arizona. The 6-foot-tall righty has made 139 minor league appearances, posting a 4.04 ERA. We'll be right back after this break.
You don't have to drive to Seattle for exceptional cancer care. Confluence Health's cancer program delivers world-class care close to home. We have a highly experienced oncology team in a state-of-the-art facility, and we're a member of the Seattle Cancer Care Alliance, which gives our patients access to world-renowned therapies developed at Fred Hutchinson, the University of Washington Medicine, and Seattle Children's. Together with the SCCA, we're delivering world-class cancer care close to home.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
Our spotlight story tonight is about how students at Warden High School are helping people in need during the holiday season. Reporter Devin Higgins has the story.
According to the most recent data from the United States Census Bureau, nearly 29% of residents in Warden live below the poverty line. The potato plant and other factories are the primary employers in town, but there's also evidence that the economy hasn't recovered as much here as in other parts of Grant County. At Warden High School, students have spent the month of December putting together several charity drives to help their peers and neighbors in need during the holiday season. ASB coordinator Lisa Hanley said the holidays provide an opportunity for both students and the faculty to come together and find ways to help friends and neighbors who are in need but might not be willing to ask for help.
Well, the nice thing about Warden High School is that we have a really involved faculty and we have really involved students because we're a very small school. There's only a little over 300 students, and so we have this real kind of close relationship between the teachers and the students here. So we have Mrs. Combs, one of our English teachers, and she is really good every year about working with National Honor Society. They do food raising or fundraising. They raise supplies for families, for gifts. They do an adopt a family. In coordination, she also works with the Plumbers Union out of Spokane to do a bike drive for students in need. So there's a real recognition that we have students who have specific needs in our community, and our high school kids are so good about stepping up to the plate and helping out. And so the faculty provides like a way to do that, and then the students come in and do the labor and the hard work to make sure it gets done.
Senior Carolina Martinez said one of the ways she and her students give back is through adopting a family and giving them a little support during the holiday season.
They are helping the Salvation Army down in Spokane, and they just choose a family, and so it's a mom and her 2 boys, and they're just gathering stuff to give to them for Christmas. It's actually really easy to help because like one thing they did was a book drive for the women's shelter. So you just bring in like your old books, and also like they're collecting toys and clothes for families. So that's really easy too because some of the toys can be used and so can the clothes. So it's easy.
While Warden still has signs that its best days may have been behind it, there's also an understanding that residents are in it together going forward, and Hanley said she sees that spirit in her students, especially during this time of the year.
No question, yeah. I think that there's a sense of intimacy. They see the need, and many of them have been in need themselves, and so they know what it feels like. And so when they see a need, they don't know who the need is for, but they know what that need feels like. And so they can take that feeling that they've had in their past when they were kids and they maybe didn't have enough, and then they can use that feeling to then be their motivation to help kids now.
In Warden, Devin Higgins for iFIBER 1 News.
We'll be right back after this.
We are real students, and this really is our college.
My dream will change the outcome of my life.
My college is allowing me to achieve my dream.
My dream is to be a pilot.
My dream is to be a nurse.
Only you can determine your dream. Big Bend will help you get there.
What's your dream?
Experience speed like never before when you connect to Grant PUD's high-speed network. Visit grantpud.org to learn more.
Welcome back. A woman allegedly kicked Moses Lake police officers while she was being arrested. Jacqueline Salas, a 25-year-old Moses Lake woman, allegedly kicked open the door at an apartment on East Hill Avenue and attacked a 35-year-old woman. Officers responded and Salas was arrested. While police were walking the woman to the patrol car, she allegedly pulled away from the officers and fell, injuring her face. She reportedly began kicking officers and kicked the patrol car. Salas was arrested for felony assault, assault in the 4th degree, domestic violence, malicious mischief, violation of a no-contact order, and resisting arrest. A man is accused of molesting a 12-year-old girl while she was sleeping. Prosecutors charged Kevin McMains, a 23-year-old Moses Lake man, in Grant County Superior Court with rape of a child in the 2nd degree and child molestation. McMains allegedly touched the victim inappropriately twice while she was sleeping on a couch. According to court records, she reportedly said she was afraid to say anything during the 2nd incident because McMains was training to be a reserve sheriff's deputy. She allegedly believed he would shoot her if she struggled to get away. The victim reported the incident to an online school counselor. McMains allegedly denied touching the girl inappropriately. According to the Grant County Sheriff's Office, McMains was suspended from Reserve Academy during the investigation and is no longer part of the program. The Moses Lake Parks and Recreation Department is asking what people want from their parks. The department is making changes to its comprehensive park, recreation, and open space plan, and the public is encouraged to participate in an online survey and attend public meetings in January. The first meeting is scheduled for January 12th at 4 p.m. in the Civic Center Annex Meeting Room. The second meeting is on January 15th from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the Moses Lake Art Museum. The department's new comprehensive plan is addressing the quality standards, park lands, facilities, open spaces, trails, and recreation programs, and identifying future recreational needs in both the city limits and the urban growth area. Department officials stated they hope the community takes part in the process to help set the course for recreational department in Moses Lake for up to the next 20 years. In Northwest News, Bremerton High School assistant football coach who was suspended for praying on the field after games has filed a federal complaint against the school district. Joe Kennedy says he's being discriminated against because of his religious beliefs. KCPQ's Tina Patel talked to Kennedy about why he is taking this latest step.
I never wanted any of this. I'm just the average guy, you know. I just want to coach football.
But Bremerton coach Joe Kennedy found himself in the spotlight earlier this season when the school district told him his tradition of praying with students on the field after football games violated its policy. District leaders asked him to stop, but he didn't.
There's a constitutional right that I have as an American.
The district put him on paid leave in October, then gave him his annual coaching evaluation last month. At the bottom, under recommendations, it said do not rehire.
It was that knife in the heart going, wow, that's really it. So kind of forced to do the only thing I can do, fight for my rights.
Today, the Liberty Institute, a law firm representing Kennedy, filed a complaint with the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission.
We really feel that Bremerton School District has forced our hand into doing this because of the unlawful religious discrimination they've taken against Coach Kennedy.
The school district tells me it cannot comment because it has not received official notification of the complaint yet. Kennedy says he's still hopeful he can find a way to return to coaching.
I'd really like to work with the school and be able to just go back to doing what we're doing, and that's, you know, helping these young men become better men.
Kennedy tells me he's had offers to coach at other schools, but Bremerton is his home and where he wants to stay.
The communities, our family, and these kids are everything to me. We've got a lot invested in Bremerton.
Amen. Tina Patel, Q13 News.
That's going to do it for us here at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.